It is Rob and Liz in the morning. His radio, kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's a world premiere of a new song from Lauren Daigle, Thank God I Do. It's world premiere. I mean, it's been a year or so, about a couple of years since she's come out with some music. Sure. So there's a lot of excitement on this world premiere with Lauren Daigle, Thank God I Do. And we're going to catch up with Lauren to see what this song is really all about.
Thank God I Do is all about kind of some of my experience through the pandemic and through COVID and dealing with that time and realizing that God puts very specific people in your life for a very specific reason. And I needed the people in my life at that time around me to keep my head above the water. I started a bunch of girls groups at the time because we were all on Zoom. And I was like, well, how can I still see my friends when we're not touring, we're not on the road, we're not doing anything? It allowed me an opportunity to kind of like see my friends that I hadn't been able to keep up with relationally in a while. Yeah, so I wrote this song kind of in regard to thanking God for the beauty of knowing him and thanking God for the beauty of who he puts in your life to carry you through certain seasons.
Lauren Daigle, it's the world premiere of her new song, Thank God I Do. It's His Radio.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His Radio. They're having the average person Winter Olympics. First time ever.
I love it.
And so what they're doing is getting dressed in all their snow gear. This is in Grand Forks, so up north, right? And where they're having, or have had lots and lots of snow this year.
So what are the competitions?
Well, one is getting dressed in their winter gear. Another one is shoveling snow in search of a buried set of keys. And whoever finds it gets the gold, I guess.
That's the sport.
Yeah, that is
shoveling
the sport.
Snow.
I think there's snow angels that are part of it.
Get out,
can beast
really?
them on that one. I can do a mean snow angel.
So making a snow angel is a part of the average Olympic sport competition for the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I think it is cool that this city is like, let's just have some fun. If we're going to have this much snow, let's do something about it.
I wonder what here's a thought. I wonder what people would say about you, what your average sport would be for an Olympic game like this.
I know what mine would be.
Okay, what is it?
It would be shopping to find a deal. Shopping to find a deal.
I could see that.
Oh, listen. So I found, this has been a couple of weeks ago or whatever, but I found a pair of tennis shoes that were astronomically priced. And I got them for 90% off. 90%.
So
off.
I'm going to guess on Scott. I'm going to say something outside in your yard.
You got it.
Really?
I want the greenest, healthiest lawn like a golf course. So you're going to find me out there mowing it just at the right height, fertilizing it, watering it.
You talk
that would
to
be
it?
Mine.
You
Talk to it.
Talk to it. I can see Scott out in his yard.
Come on, babies.
Come on, flowers. You can grow.
You're so beautiful.
As he's mowing the lawn. What would people say your average person Olympic sport would be? Okay, Ninja. What about you?
Oh, putting me on the spot there.
Yeah, what is it?
It would be napping probably.
Napping.
It was right there. I was going to say.
You're going to say napping.
I know what hers would be. It would be napping.
I don't know if I can guess Jake's. What would it be, Jake?
If you had to guess, what would you think it would be, Rob?
I don't know. Movies? Going to movies.
That's a really good
the
one.
The more Marvel movies. Is that right?
That's a really good one. No, mine would definitely be eating. I can clear a table or two.
Or two?
Here's the thing. Jake is skinny as a rail.
Like, right?
The metabolism.
He has a great metabolism.
Listen, early 20s.
Yeah.
Dude, that's changing.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His Radio.
They're just simple things that allow you to be in the Winter Average Person Olympics up north in the snow. It's Rob and Liz in the morning, His Radio. One example is making a snow angel. Yeah, you can get the gold medal for making a snow angel.
I think that's hilarious.
Average people, right? So it makes us think about what people, when they see you, what they say your average Olympic sport would be.
Okay, so Roy texted in and said, moving just enough so people don't think I'm dead. Especially on the weekends.
I love that
Wait a
one.
minute, he moved.
Look at he moved.
No need for 911.
I thought. That's a mannequin. Okay, Terry, what about you?
Sitting on your front porch and drink coffee.
You're taking home the gold on that one.
And it doesn't actually have to be coffee because I know some people don't drink coffee.
When you are on your front porch, what do you see?
I see my neighbor's house, see where the mill used to be. One of my neighbors has a golf cart, and they'll go by every so often. But it's very quiet here.
I feel like we want to move into your neighborhood. Sounds good.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
You're very familiar, possibly, with this guy's music, Toby Mac. Oh, my word. Song after song. You know it. You sing it like this one. Come on.
He's never late.
I mean, we'd go on forever with Toby songs.
For real.
I'm telling you. Oh, and that's his latest one, Cornerstone. So good. Zach Williams on this.
Oh, yeah.
Toby Mac.
Love it.
He's not just an artist.
He's not just an artist. He is now getting into a different line of work. Now, he's going to continue to put music out, don't worry. But he's going to be a land developer.
Isn't that wild?
Maybe into real estate, because there's a lot going on with this. This is near his land, or behind his land in Franklin, Tennessee, and they're going to have like apartments, and they're going to have storefronts. I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on.
And he has a record company because he mentors other artists that come up. Blessing Offer's one of them.
Exactly.
Ryan Stevens, another one. Mm-hmm. So he has, he and Joey, who owns the record label of his called Goatee, in Franklin, downtown Franklin, Tennessee, they have a store and a couple of other properties in downtown. Now it's land development.
Yeah, because he's going to do apartments and townhomes and all kinds of good stuff. So, waited a little later in life to do this kind of thing, I guess.
He is a smart businessman. I don't know if you know this, but he's a really smart businessman.
Very intelligent, man. Plus, he's multi-talented.
And have that guy to be your landlord?
I know.
Right?
I'm a little late. It's okay. You would hope he would say that, but makes me think. So I always wanted to be an actress growing up. And
she would do a good job.
Well, I've been in a couple of plays, like local little things. I've been an extra in a movie, but it's not like, that kind of took off or went anywhere. Mm-hmm. But I would see, maybe in the future, I would like to do that.
Scott has a dream.
What's your dream?
So when I was a kid, I watched The Price is Right with Bob Barker.
Oh, no way.
I've always wanted to be the host of The Price is Right.
Well, you got Drew that's got that right now.
Wait a minute.
Are you wanting him to do that?
Yeah, I'm giving him the theme song.
Very nice.
Got it in my head all day.
Ninja's got a dream, too. What is it, Ninja?
What's the dream?
I have many, but ultimately to be a mommy.
Aww.
Let me tell you, Ninja would be a great mom.
She would cuddle a little baby.
She cares about so many people.
Yeah. And she's a good snuggler, I would think.
Jake, our other producer, I wonder.
I would love to be a musical artist.
Oh, can you sing?
Yeah, what do you play? What do you
I
sing?
don't play anything. I can play my voice. I
you
can
play
the
your
vocal
voice.
cords.
Can you sing?
I guess. I mean, I've always been brought around music in my family. My mom is very a musical person, and I just, working here, I see Toby Mac and all that stuff. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. What key do you sing in?
F sharp.
F sharp.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't either.
I'm not musical at all.
I'll go real quick.
Okay,
I'll go
what's yours?
because I know you can share it too at 800-447-7234. When I was a little kid, I had a big brother because I had no dad.
Yeah.
So the Big Brother Big Sister organization. First thing he ever brought me to was a football game. Was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was their second year. And the guy's voice that came through the speakers, I thought, was the coolest thing ever. I've always wanted to do the NFL PA announcer at an NFL team.
I wonder if we can work that out.
Oh, I don't know.
At least just one game. Even, what is it, half?
I don't want to do one game.
Just one game?
I want to be the guy.
That wouldn't satisfy you?
I want to be the guy every Sunday out there and Monday Night Football and the Thursday night thing.
Hold on, I got to get online and get you an audition. Just to try it.
That will never happen. When somebody does that, they're locked in for years and years and years.
Oh, I didn't know that's how that worked.
Yeah, they are the voice, and they stay the voice until it's time for them to go to heaven.
Okay, but don't poo-poo your dream. Let's get you at least one Sunday.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
Getting word that Toby Mac, one of the artists that you hear on his radio, is now also not going to be just this, but also a land developer, apartments that are close to his house in Franklin, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's on the land behind his house. He's got tons of acres, I guess.
You're going to be our landlord.
Yeah. So
we started thinking about the things that you've always wanted to do. Maybe it's a part-time thing later on in life at 800-447-7234.
Yeah, so we got a text, and they said when they were little, they wanted to be, not work on, but be a tractor.
Be a tractor.
Be a tractor.
I love that.
And used to tell everybody, I'm going to be a tractor when I grow up.
When I grow up, I'm going to be a tractor. So Emma is here at 800-447-7234. What about you, Emma?
I want to be a vet.
Oh, that's cool. You want to be a veterinarian. How come?
Because I just love animals.
I'm going to guess you have a lot of animals at your house. So tell me their names, and what are they?
The two cats are Ringo and Jolie, and my two dogs' names are Spice and Ozzy, and my hamster's name is Bruno.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
Liam is with us right now at 800-447-7234. What's up, Liam?
I want to tell you something.
Okay.
I'm in the talent show at my school, and I'm going to sing I'm Going Down to the River.
Oh, I love that. Jordan Felice.
I want you to be baptized.
When are you getting baptized?
In 2 weeks.
How old are you, Liam?
7.
How'd you come up with the decision to be baptized?
I just wanted to get closer to God and get all my sins washed away. Can you pray for me?
We would love to pray for you. Well, Father, in Jesus' name, we lift up Liam to you. He's got this talent show. He's singing about Jesus down to the river with Jordan Felice, which is amazing. And he's made that big choice to be baptized. Oh, how proud we are of Liam. And so, God, I pray as he's at school that he'll be able to shine the light of Jesus there, that he lives for you with everything that he has. And, God, that he is a great example of Christ to those he goes to school with, at his home. And may this be a great Sunday coming up when he gets baptized. That is just so great. I know that you're very proud of him, God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. You've made an awesome decision there to be baptized, Liam.
I love his radio.
Well, we love you, Liam.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
So somebody goes through the line, kicks off their shoes, puts their bag in the thing, puts the phone in the little other thing, sends it through the x-ray machine, and they actually didn't hear it. They saw a cat inside of a bag.
Which they're not supposed to go through.
No, not at all. I mean, I laugh, but it's not funny. It's really not, because it would have been funny to see, right at the beginning. But knowing there's a live cat inside of a bag that somebody was sneaking in, trying to get it on this airplane.
Yeah, because I think you have to pay for that. And you also have to have it in its own special little container.
It has to be in a carrier.
Carrier, yeah. A pet carrier.
Right, but this was not, I don't know if it was a duffel bag, somebody's pocketbook.
It was normal luggage. It was not a pet carrier.
Wild. No, it was not a pet carrier. But, I mean, that meant there's no air holes for the little guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a problem. So TSA, they're always funny about the things that they see and hear, and they were like, please don't do this. Just come on. Make sure the cat either stays home or put it in an actual carrier.
They're sneaking it on.
They're sneaking it on.
And in my case, I'm allergic to cats. If I would have been sitting by that thing, that would have been a miserable plane ride.
Why am I sneezing?
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
My wife and I had a trip to Paris last year. I don't know if we'll ever go back. It's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of a trip. And we were there the first evening thinking, what are we going to eat? And we saw on the menu pizza. I'm like, okay, I know what that is. I pointed at it, and they brought it.
Pointed at it.
It was not
really
pizza like what we have here.
How was it different?
Well, it was kind of a little bit of a small, thin crust, and it was like spaghetti sauce poured on it, and not even, it wasn't, no, it was.
What, American pizza?
No, it was so different. And now here are these students in Britain, and they're given biscuits from America. You have to hear this. Listen to this.
Whoa, it's so soft. It's fluffy. Just like bread.
You halved it like a scone.
I don't know how this can be a biscuit. Wow, that's really good.
Okay, so you're hearing their reaction to an American biscuit. Soft. It's like a scone.
You halved it like a scone.
But they're completely different. A biscuit is not a biscuit.
No, biscuit
in
is a
the
cookie.
UK.
Yeah, it's a cookie. I mean, it's a thin cookie, just like they would call an Oreo a biscuit, basically.
Well, that's wild to think.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I guess they just call it bread or a roll or something like that.
Well, it's, and then they were exposed to biscuits and gravy. I mean, but Scott had something. What was it to do with biscuits?
I'm partly built on biscuits and gravy and fried chicken. That was the Sunday staple growing up at my grandmother's house.
It sounds like it was lunch, or was it supper or dinner?
Yeah.
It was the big, after church meal.
I mean,
which was typically, it was so big, we didn't eat much
for dinner.
For supper.
Sounds like the Cracker Barrel.
A little bit. Grandma's house is the Cracker Barrel. Are you kidding me?
Right.
But yeah, they have no concept. Gravy is completely different. I mean, if you think about Southern gravy, it's white. It has a little chunkiness to it because it's got sausage in it.
That's true.
Goodness, why am I slobbering?
I know. I'm getting so hungry for biscuits and gravy.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
When you think about biscuits and gravy, there's this imagery that comes into your mind
White gravy,
what it is.
Sausage.
Liz was saying earlier that it can be made anytime, any day of the week. I thought it was a breakfast thing.
Listen, I was on a cruise last week. They had it on the buffet every single day for lunch.
On a cruise?
On a cruise.
Weren't you on a Norwegian?
Yes.
And they did biscuits and gravy?
They had like a taco bar. They had, I guess it was called American food. I'm really not sure. I just saw the biscuits and gravy and blacked out after that. I don't really know.
Jan is here at 800-447-7234. What's up there, Jan?
When I grew up, biscuits or cornbread were made pretty much by my mom 6 out of 7 nights a week because that's what a good Southern wife did. So when I got married, I did the same thing. A couple years into the marriage, we go to my mother-in-law's and for a brunch, and she's made the most gorgeous biscuits I've ever seen. And I was like, oh, those are great biscuits. She goes, sure. Yeah, she goes, I love making biscuits. And she looked at my husband and said, and David, there's some toast for you over on the counter. And I said, why did you make him toast? And she said, honey, he won't touch a biscuit. Well, he has been for 2 years.
Oh, that's how much he loves you.
True love, let me tell you. That's 42 years later.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
It's Rob and Liz in the morning, and I can't stand to see these come through on my telephone.
The robocalls. Let me tell you, it is just overboard, especially in the South. They have this top 10 list. Charleston is number 10 on the top 10 list. 7 out of the top 10 are all in the South, between Georgia, Tennessee, a couple of cities in Georgia. You got Louisiana and Texas and South Carolina. Just seems like I don't know about you, but I get an excessive amount of robocalls, and I ignore every call that comes in because of it.
I think I have a thought about why people in the South get more robocalls. Because we're too polite, not too polite, we're polite, and we're more likely to answer.
Really? I don't answer.
I don't answer most of them, but I think as a majority, maybe, I don't know that for sure. That's just my thought.
I have a feeling Scott doesn't answer the phone.
You don't?
For the robocalls.
Nope.
And here's one thing. Why is that? You just
straight to
go.
voicemail.
Right
if I don't recognize the number, straight to voicemail.
Same here. And here's what's happened to me. I've missed some important calls. Like if the doctor's calling.
Because you don't
I look
recognize
at it and I
the
go,
number.
I don't know that number.
Right.
And here's the thing, too. You're waiting on the doctor to get back with you.
Yes.
And finally they call, and you ignore it. It goes to voicemail, and you can't get them for another couple of days.
You have to call back, leave a message, have a nurse call me. But mine, I got one while I was here yesterday morning, but it said telemarketer.
Some of them do say potential spam.
Yeah.
But not all of them.
No, not all of them, because you'll answer. Like I had one from, was it Canada yesterday? I was like,
Canada?
I don't know nobody in Canada.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
Coming up in just a little more than 10 minutes, Lauren Daigle, world premiere, Thank God I Do. And she's going to let you know a little bit about what this song is all about. And that is at 7:31 this morning, Lauren Daigle, world premiere of Thank God I Do. Good morning. It's Rob and Lizz, His Radio.
And if you want to really get into that song, maybe you need some headphones, some really cool new headphones. I got some for you. They're going to cost you a little bit. They're $2,700.
Okay, I'm out.
These new, right?
Don't tell me anymore.
No. Wait a minute, though.
Okay.
You got to know why they cost this much, why the company thinks that they should cost so much. So they're dual purpose. So not only do you get to really jam out to your music, like Lauren Daigle's new song, but they're going to clean out your earwax for you.
What?
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Literally cleans out. It's got like a little place on the outside of the headphones that collects the earwax.
Oh, so everybody can see.
Everybody can
Whoa,
see.
okay. Yeah, I'll spend $2,700 for people to see my earwax.
It's disgusting.
What?
I don't know. So it's sort of like there's some water in it, and it sort of jets it into your ear a little bit, which is super weird. And then it sucks the earwax out and deposits it on the outside
of the headphones.
Who came up with this?
Yeah, okay. Like the
on.
concept, I think it's a neat concept, very expensive, but I would, if I were consulted, like people are going to consult me on things. I don't know anything. But if I were consulted and they said, what do you think? I said, let's cover up the outside of that thing and not show the dirty water earwax stuff.
Absolutely.
I mean, people eat breakfast, you know? What if you're at a restaurant, all of a sudden that thing goes and starts cleaning the ear? Right?
But there are people that like to watch that kind of thing, and I'm like, no.
Watch?
That's gross. There's TV shows about...
Oh, yeah, there's that pimple popper
pimples. I wasn't going to say
right?
pimples, but pimples.
The pimple popper or whatever it is? Oh, wow. She's going to go.